Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Don Channel. We're here off of Spanish Drive, east side of town, approaching Cedar Avenue. We just turned off at Charleston and came up here, but I thought I'd hit the record button and did not. So we'll start the video here at this point. We've got some cross traffic here that looks to come across straight. We'll make the left here and head westbound on Cedar Avenue towards downtown Las Vegas, where its western terminus is the Main Street Brewery, owned by Boyd Gaming, which I need to commit to memory because I keep getting it wrong. It's not one of the station casinos that's found around town, the chain of station casinos. It is owned by Boyd Gaming, which also owns Samstown and the East Side Cannery, which has been closed for 3 years now, 3+ years, almost 4 years now. I guess 3.5 years. COVID era closing. Nirvana Drive right there, we just passed. Wonder how many times that sign has been targeted. New home over there on the left. Newer looking home, yeah. You have kind of a mishmash of older homes in here, along with some newer developments. And then it's really a hit or miss as to whether there's an HOA that enforces rules and things like that. So when you get that mixed type of residential area, where you have some new housing developments and some that have been grandfathered in over time, it's really hard to try and keep the whole area looking one particular way, whatever way that is. I'm not saying that there's a right or a wrong way, but that is subjective and up to each individual person's opinion. I will not make any judgments about that. This is Christy Lane here. We're going to make a right here onto Christy, go northbound as soon as the light changes. Almost always catch these lights here at Christy. She's really good at slowing us down. Christy Lane is. Temperature outside, it's about 96 degrees Fahrenheit. A little bit cooler than it has been, for sure. A little bit cooler. Now northbound on Christy here. We've got middle school over here off to our left. I believe that's Keller Middle School. Or elementary school, rather. Keller Elementary, and then there's another, looks like a middle school back behind it. I don't see, looks like we're on the back side of it though, so I can't see the sign for it. Now crossing Cedar Avenue. We have time of our driving on Cedar Avenue down by Eastern. Feel free to check that out on the Vegas Don Channel. And this is all a very mature, very established neighborhood in here. Car running the other way, the Xterra running the other way with no front grille or hood. I guess it's good that it's not raining. Yeah, so there's not a whole lot in the way of HOAs, and there's not a whole lot in the way of license plates on the back of vehicles in this town. That might be a temp tag in the back window of that van. I'm not sure. But, it says 8/23/24. It expired. So it's a couple of months old now, a couple of months expired. So, yeah, the epidemic continues. Dumpsters here on the right side of the road, as well as the left up here up ahead. Now that we're north of Bonanza Road. That's quite a common occurrence, quite a common sighting over here on this side of town. Brings us up to Harris. There's the East Side Public Library over here. It is back behind there with the mirrored windows back there. And then a juice vendor. There's an event going on here at the high school, El Dorado High School. So you've got juice vendors, you've got, look at that, snack vendor there. All sorts of vendors out here. They really make use of these little golf carts. And again, the county tries to regulate them. There's one right there on the corner here at Washington. Juice stand again. Fruta picada. Fresh fruits. Snoring court. So the county has tried to start licensing these folks with their golf carts and their, I guess I'm in the wrong side of the lane or something. There's no markings on here on Christie, so I don't know where the lane is. Which could really contribute to why there's so much lawlessness when it comes to people driving in this town, because the lane markings are not really clear anywhere in town. Regardless, so yeah, the county wanted to come out and start regulating the street side vendors, but they wanted to charge $1,200. I guess they still do want to charge $1,200 for the pleasure and privilege of being a street side vendor. That's for the year, but a lot of them don't make all that much from what I hear. I don't know if that's the truth or not. And so they are not laying out the extra $1,200 that they're being asked to. And they're just kind of flouting the rules as it is. This is Christie north of Owens now for our friends following along at home. Some Italian cypress trees right there. Those look really good when they're nice and green. Very Italy, in my opinion. This is the newly rebuilt Mountain View Elementary School over here on the left. They just got done rebuilding this thing. They demolished the old one and put this thing up. And we're still bottom 5, of course, in the nation for educational outcomes and achievements every year. I'm sure the school administrators down at the school board probably slap themselves on the back for that and high-five each other. This roadway here is in really bad shape, as you might be able to hear going across. There's Gabby's Clothing there. You've got La Paloma Meat Market over there. And TV repair, Rosie's Salon of Beauty and Discount Market. And then a bunch of political junk ads littering the side of the street here from a bunch of people promising to do absolutely nothing for you. Lake Mead is a major east-west artery here in town, traveling all the way from, you can take this actually all the way out east past Civilization. We have those videos on our channel as well. Feel free to check those out to Lake Mead or Valley of Fire, or all the way out west, car wash going on over here on the left, or all the way out west to Red Rock Canyon out there, and actually loops around, becomes or merges up with Blue Diamond Highway out in the southwestern part of town. More dumpsters lining the roadway here along Christie. Brings us up here to Judson Avenue. Christmas sale and more being advertised there. Four-way stop here at Judson. We have a lot of videos of our time driving around Judson and the surrounding area. Feel free to check those out in our library here on the Biggest On channel. RV park there on the left side of the road. A lot of folks living out of those nowadays. It's hard to tell if anyone is in that one, but you see a lot of that just out here in general. And begin work zone. So this is where they are trying to extend Carrie and expand it all the way over to Hollywood. doesn't look like it's yet open. Yep, there's a no right turn sign there. But the paving has been done. Looks like I just need to stripe the lanes, but given how poorly they do that in this town, you probably don't even need to. So this is Carrie now, heading westbound. Carrie becomes a major east-west artery right here. Travels out west, becomes Smoke Ranch Road out on the west side of town. We're gonna make this right here though, onto Betty Lane. Ooh, this is all gravelly. Under construction, this new warehouse over here on our left, which you may have seen when we were turning, they just slapped this thing together and put it up. It was not here. But we want to take you up here and show you Betty Lane. North of Carrie, east of Nellis, and south of Nellis Air Force Base here. So a lot of junkyards over here on our left, but that also attracts quite a lot of a different motley crew of folks in here, let's say. Looks like they did some pipe work here in the median, or at least in the middle of this street. Someone broke down there, maybe. Look at this. Wow. Why these are outside the fence, I have no idea. There's an old boat there. They got some barbed wire up there at the top of the fence line. Looks like old construction equipment there, ostensibly used for parts. And then old truck hubs there, semi-truck hubs. Very industrial part of town. Eat your heart out, 7-Eleven man. I know you like the industrial areas of town. Got an old Ford Explorer over here on the left. I'm not sure what's going on there. Might be someone living back in there behind those tarps. And I have an old 4Runner maybe? Toyota 4Runner there. Someone's got themselves a fridge. That Dodge Ram sitting right there facing the other way, that's an unusual grill. I've never seen that grill on the front of a Dodge Ram. A lot of cars with no tags on the side of the road here, but here I can understand why. These junkyards here. Looks like an old U-Haul van that's been sliced apart there, yeah. They tore that thing apart. No parking. You see all these boulders on both sides of the road. They don't want people parking out here. I guess it was a very big problem a while back. Because at night, you know, when these shops close down, there's nothing out here. So even though you're right on the border here, now that we're coming up to Cheyenne, you're right on the border of Nellis Air Force Base, right there on the other side of the fence. Doesn't matter. Federal government installation, but you see that a lot throughout the country. A lot of the Air Force bases, military bases, tend to be surrounded by areas that are not all that desirable, let's say. There is Nellis Air Force Base out there. Move up here for a little ways. Oh my goodness, had a semi almost take me out right there. You guys got to learn to stop at stop signs. Okay, so that's Nellis Air Force Base. I don't know where the main tower is, the air traffic control tower. I can't quite see. Oh, there it is. There we go, right out there. There's ATC for the Air Force Base. And then out there, you've got Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Very cool stuff. Here at Nellis Air Force Base. on the very northeastern end of Las Vegas. I want to take a moment and say thank you all so very, very much for joining of you. We would not be here without you, and that's a fact. I would not be doing this without any of you. Please do like, follow, subscribe, and share these videos on YouTube. It helps recommend us to other viewers, and it also helps the algorithm. So your voice carries so much more weight with the algorithm when you like, follow, share, and subscribe these videos. And also check out our Vegas Don merch available on the Vegas Don section of the shop section of our YouTube channel on Vegas Don. We have the Vegas Don logo there on top of the Las Vegas Strip skyline. Got the holiday season coming up, maybe something for yourself or your significant other. And as always, remember here on the Vegas Don channel, it's the journey. Thank you all so very, very much for joining. We'll see you next time, folks.